Welcome to the Magic Academy. Today we're going to be talking about the July 19 full moon. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. All right, there we go. Welcome back. We're going to be going over things about this full moon. Okay, so we have a Capricorn full moon today, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And what else? We've got some other things going on in the zodiac from what I've seen on YouTube already. We've got Venus and Mercury in I can't think of the zodiac. Leo. So passion and fiery energy of Leo is lending itself to Venus and Mercury. Venus and Mercury are in Leo right now, so they are in the passion zone. They're in the fire and energy zone. Okay, so Venus is our taking care of self, meeting goals of the family, and pampering the self. So Venus is that, and Mercury is the intellect. Okay, so that's all working together right now with success from Leo. Okay, so we've got that in the background, but the main thing today is that the full moon is in Capricorn. Some candle colors that you can use today are gray. Gray is excellent for Capricorn, but because I'm going to be working with the Celtic meanings this month, I'm going to be pulling out some other colors as well. Okay, you can use purple and white. Purple. White candles go all the time. You can use these for anything. So yeah, all of these candles are some things that I have needs for all of these. I'll be using all these colors right now for my magic when I do my spells for this month. And here's something that you guys might want to consider. I don't always burn every single spell candle at the full moon. Sometimes I plot out the month, okay, up until the next full moon, and I will charge everything on the full moon. So I will have it on my altar or in a box, that I can bring up to my altar, and I charge those items magically through incense, with oils, whatever, and get them ready and then store them, away for spell use, when I'm ready for them during the month. And they have their calling on them. I mean, they're prepared, but I don't have to have a table full of candles and burn all my candles. I can just burn the ones that have to do with this evening or this day. And the rest of my spells for the month are already charged from this full moon, and I can just pull them and know that I'm still using full moon energy with the other energies that I'll be using on the day when I actually use it this month. So that's something you guys might want to think about too, is charging your monthly candles. And hey, oftentimes I don't have all the colors under the rainbow. Sometimes I'm fortunate and I do, but a lot of times I'm working with little white tea lights, okay? And these things are awesome, very inexpensive at Walmart, and they're great. I mean, you can carve the top of them, and that puts your intention into the candle, Either way you need to carve it, bringing something into your life, or, clockwise or counterclockwise. And so you can use white for everything. There's nothing wrong with that. Just charge a whole bunch of white candles for the month. Already have them carved out before, or if you don't want to carve them out, at least charge them so you have some set aside for the whole month. Okay. All right. So Capricorn. Let me read to you about Capricorn a little bit. Okay, so Capricorn deals with material things, but it increases awareness. The thing about Capricorn is that it helps you reach your goals. Climbing those mountains through leaps and bounds. I mean, literally, maybe finding it easy to meet goals that, you know, when the moon isn't in Capricorn, you might be struggling with. But when the moon's in Capricorn, you know, you've got that fresh mountain breath going on. I mean, you are making those goals. You're just jumping and jumping and jumping right up that mountain and finding your way to the top and, you know, having time to play around. I mean, you might find yourself like, you know, even wasting time because work might become very easy this month. Okay? So that's a possibility. But things of business, career, reputation, honor, maternal and father concerns are also really important for Capricorn. So grounding our lives, political matters, organizations and ambitions, school. So if there's something that you've wanted to, is this the time? Here's the thing. When Capricorn's around, is this the time to think, have I met my ambitions? Have I even thought about my ambitions as of late? Is there an open road right now? Because Capricorn will do that. It will, you know, you will all of a sudden see the pathway to the top and be able to take it. So think about your ambitions. And of course, healing, okay? Stability, grounding rituals, centering rituals are really good. You want to stay grounded this month because it is a material sign. So it's also really good for uncovering past lives. So if you guys have ever had that feeling or those dreams or, you know, done the work and made some connections before, that maybe you've had a past life, maybe you've carried your life over, maybe, you know, there's some kind of connection to the past that is important for you to be having memories of right now. Sometimes we don't have the memories. Sometimes we have a past life connection, we don't have the memories of it. And that's just because we aren't ready for them, or, you know, we don't have the wisdom and knowledge in our life on how to deal with what we need right now. But if you are having that uncovering going on in your life about it, then this might be time to explore a little bit. One way to do that is just through meditation. And everybody meditates a little bit differently. Some people like to lay down, some people like to sit up. I mean, it just depends on how you like to meditate. But find that peaceful thought, and, you know, when you're, you know, having that memory or that dream that you want to uncover, you know, meditate at that starting point. And if emotions are kind of in the way, you know, focus on the mental picture and then get rid of the emotions. And, you know, one by one, just release them, release them, release them. And then start thinking about, you know, one more thing that you can see, you know, or feel, or, you know, whatever else connects in that visualization that you're doing, okay? So, and then expand is what I'm trying to say. Expand after you've released those emotions that have you clenched up in your vision. All right, so, yeah, that would be fun to work on, wouldn't it? And you can also do begin some of that work with tarot readings. You know, you think some people think like, oh my gosh, that you can't tell your past life through a tarot reading. Well, you know, maybe, you know, it's not going to spell out everything for you. You know, that's just the way it is. But the answers that it gives you, some little keys, some little pieces, is going to work with some other speaking to you. You know, like not other speaking to you, but like when your spirit guide sees you working on something or being inquisitive about something, they're going to reach out to you and start sharing with you what they know about you. So be ready for that. Okay. Okay. It can start with tarot is what I'm saying. And your spirit guide can see your interest and, you know, try to give you little bits by little bits that, you know, as you can handle it. All right. So that's what's going on with the zodiac full moon. You know, conquering our goals, meeting our goals, getting all that done, yay. And the candles we can use, gray's a really important one. Saturn's awesome right now. Neptune is awesome right now. Okay. What else? So psychic work would be really, really good to work on. Manifesting things. So if you have something that you think is like a really far out dream, this might be the time to try to manifest that. You know, into the material, bringing things into the material that you want. Okay, now for the Celtic full moon. This is not the 7th month of the year in the Celtic calendar. We are in, you know, full moon number 8. So this is now the 8th month. Desert, live in the desert. So this is now the 8th month. This is my printout, my what's it called, poster for the Celtic full moon of July 8th through August 4th. So I'll read to you what we got going on here. So we have the Celtic tree month of, I can't pronounce this, Chine, is I think how it's pronounced. I think that T is pronounced with a CH. The holly or the ruler. Okay, now remember, the holly represents our holly king. The holly is the brother to the oak. So we just had summer solstice. So right after that, we have the, you know, July 8th to August 4th, the holly tree is honored. And we have a full moon during this time. So we have magic that we can work with that pertains to noble causes, noble magic. So, you know, everything that we need to do is noble. You know, I mean, our gods nobly think about us all the time, and nobly they care about every concern we have. So, you know, but important issues, more of a stature issue, things that can really help your life, like with, you know, Capricorn, leaps and bounds kind of help, okay? So noble things, regal status as well, okay? So leadership and power are some of the things that we can look at. Taking challenges, taking on challenges, meeting goals, deciding to, you know, pick up that list and putting check marks next to those goals because you're going to get them done. Overcoming obstacles. Now, remember the holly leaf, you know, is very self-protecting. So it can have a lot of confidence because, you know, have you ever noticed, you know, I have, you know, I've been in the woods where there's holly growing, and, you know, when I was a kid, and we'd walk barefoot in the woods sometimes, but you wouldn't want to walk barefoot where there was holly leaves. So you put your shoes back on because, you know, people are a little bit more careful and cautious and don't run around so crazy when they're around a holly tree because you don't want to brush up against it. It's going to scratch it. It's self-protecting, and, you know, people back away a little bit and allow that tree to be self-protecting. So, you know, that's just going to come with the glory of this month, okay? So you may feel that people might be, you know, feeling your strength this month, okay? And they might be understanding it a little bit more this month. Maybe not. Maybe you have to assert yourself. So go ahead and, you know, asserting yourself in noble and regal manners. Okay, that's really important. Remember, we are seldom defeated when we use these correspond with this tree, the holly tree. Seldom defeated. This energy can have you finishing tasks with ease, confidence, and the Holly King is known for being generous with a very kind demeanor, okay? For the most part. I'm not talking about, in self-defense, but he can afford to be. He's self-protecting. Excellent with academics. And there you go. So that's what we got for the Holly. Now for the unicorn, oh, I didn't tell you. The animal for this month is the unicorn. Ta-da! It's the unicorn month, you guys. So, yeah. All this month we're going to be celebrating the unicorn all the way till August 4th. So if you want a unicorn wand, I've got them in my Etsy shops. That's what they look like. High polished, really nice little unicorns. But you can use any selenite. Selenite connects you to the unicorn. It's an excellent crystal to connect to unicorn magic. Now, unicorns are one thing about unicorns, they are in the realm of angels. Okay, so they work in the same realm as angels. They are helpers to the angels. Okay, in the Celtic world, unicorns were known for purity, endurance, fertility, and gentleness. So they can be playful. They can also be very still, and hardly know they're there. They're amazing. They're linked with the world of nature and the world of dreams. Okay, so they're very into nature, just like, the goddess Demeter, very nature-oriented, but very intuitive, very into dream magic. Unicorns can see directly into your heart, and unicorns judge your character to be true, and the value of your character. So they can instantly see deep inside you. Basically, that means, they can see the truth of you that you can't even see. Sometimes we think that we are living a definition of pureness and love and light, and that's what we're striving to, but we've got that inner struggle going on, and we may not have it identified yet. The unicorn can identify it. So if you need to work on something, you don't have to be afraid of working with the unicorn because you've got an inner struggle. That's part of our process in life, right? But they can be there to help you see it. So you can always ask them about it and say, hey, my unicorn spirit guide, call on one, and in pureness and love and light, and ask them to help you see that inner struggle for its truth, and how, especially this month, how to conquer it, how to overcome that inner struggle. Okay? So they are extremely intelligent and loyal, natural caregivers, and healers. And they help those around in their time of need. So anytime you have a time of need and they're around, they will help you. So they are a balance of the elements. So they are a balance of light and dark, and they are a balance of sun and moon. There it is again. Isn't that nice? And I went ahead and gave it, I took this one off the internet. I did not create this. I seen this on the internet. I literally searched PNGs and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's perfect for today because we've got the Capricorn full moon and it's a unicorn, Celtic month. So, someone had already put it together. I'm like, cool. But I did color it. So I made it all those different colors. Purple, the pink, and then the teal down here, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so all those correspondences, all that magic you guys can call on today, all those focuses. Now, some really good crystals to work with your unicorn. First off, selenite. Selenite, selenite, selenite. Can't say it enough. Because it's also connected to the angel realms. Unicorns, angel realms, purity, it never needs charging, and it will charge anything. It's, a miracle crystal. Turquoises are really good because it's earth, right? Nature. White crystals, this is a snow quartz. This is a Syrian stone or a dragon egg. This is clear quartz. Any of these colorful pastels will work with Unicorn Magic. They love that sort of thing. Rose quartz is excellent. Amethyst is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. What else was I going to show you? Oh, howlite is really good too. It's a nice white little stone, and it's, you know, it's similar to turquoise. So that works really well too. Sodalite, psychic work. So earth crystals and psychic crystals are excellent to use, and angel crystals, okay? Those are really good to use for your Unicorn Magic. Now. Lavender is something you guys can use. That's really good for unicorn work, as well as copal. Copal's really good for that too because it's very clearing and it's a high energy one. And sandalwood for your oils. So sandalwood oil is really good to use. Okay, so there's the correspondences that you guys can bring about today. I've shown you some candles you can use. You can use just basic white, psychic candles, you know, in different colors. Emotional candles, like if you want to bring in some healing or some love, go for it. And those are some things that you can do for your magic today. I wanted to get this video up early so you guys can have an idea of what correspondences the day is bringing you and some focuses that you can start with. You know, take this and then go ahead and research from there and see what else you want to put into your magic today. And I hope everybody has a special full moon ritual today. If you don't do full ritual casting, either because you're not at that point of level of learning yet, or you know, for whatever reason, you don't have the time, you don't really feel all that well, you know, light your candle. Just make a little sacred space. You know, make a little sacred space, put your candle on it, on a mirror, you know, whatever, anything that you want to do, and you know, put some oil on it and sprinkle some herbs around the table. And while that's burning, those correspondences are going to be all around you. You can charge yourself, even if you can't perform ritual today. Okay? So I hope you guys have a blessed time, a happy full moon with the unicorn and the holly. This is definitely a day to meet some goals and to climb up our mountains. So make a list of your mountains, you guys. Get up those hills. Blessed be. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a happy full moon.